Hello everyone, I'm TheNthApple and we're back once again with Fallout 3, this time with Legends of the Dunwich Building, as it was so heavily demanded. Here it is in the lower left part of the map, right here by Tenpenny Towers. It's kind of hard to miss as it's one of the only things to actually look at in the area. Anyway, let's get in here. So the place is ballsed up, and as you can see there's a dead person lying directly on the floor with some ammunition. He's gonna come a little bit important later, but this place is full of ghouls. Be well equipped or you will die a lot. So there's two paths to take. The one to the left and the one to the right. We're gonna go left first. So in here you're going to encounter a glowing one and a feral ghoul, but they're not too hard to kill as long as you're reasonably well equipped, as I was in this circumstance. After you've killed them, you have to progress here to the back room, where Three Dog's gonna speak pretty loudly.
This is Three Dog.
After you switched him off, you can get this, Jaime's personal journal number 6. These are very important as they tell the story of Jaime, so I'm gonna show you them here.
Don't like the look of this place. Don't like the smell. Gives me the creeps. Don't want to risk a shot at the crows till I know what's in there. Sneaking in tonight.
So Jaime's very picky, and we also see he's sneaking inside the Dunwich Building. We don't know why yet, we're going to find out soon though. So now we're going to go right. There's going to be a lot of ghouls upstairs, so, you know, be well equipped or you will die. So, you're going to come to this room here, encounter a couple of ghouls, you're going to murder them in cold blood, and then you're going to go over to the right here. Now, there isn't much to see in this room except these two terminals. So that's what the first one does. And what the second one does is pretty great as well. Yeah, it fucking blows up as well. So, as you can see, this building was not very up to code, or nor were the appliances within it. Or it could just be the building's cursed, probably the latter. So you're going to drop down here, there's nothing of interest in that door to the right, so you're going to go left, and come across a very creepy room. It's full of heads, with strange expressions on their face, carcasses, blood everywhere, and you can also find another one of Jaime's journal entries. So this is a weird room, this is a creepy one. So this is his entry number 7.
The raiders told spook stories about zombies in the ruins. Never saw anything like that where I come from. But Lord help me, they're real. Not quite what Thor said, but close. These things look... I think they really used to be people.
Now this is quite interesting because here Jaime does not know about feral ghouls, which is quite odd considering they're very common within the Waste and he must come from somewhere where they aren't. Now given that this tower is so to the left bottom of our map, he could actually be coming beyond the DC Wasteland, an area beyond what we've seen. So here's the Forsaken Dunwich Ruins, the creepy, if you will, part of the building. And you're going to see this. A very creepy vision. Prepare yourself. So yep, that glowing one became a person. Who that individual was, well, we'll come to that at the end, but all you need to know is that it does happen. So after you've dispatched them, you'll see the radiation here, which could be one explanation of why there's so many ghouls in this building. But what is making this radiation, we don't know yet. We have no evidence to support what the reason would be for that. Why is it coming from? Why are only parts of it irradiated? So you're going to go around the back here, and you're going to find a terminal. Now, this terminal is in fact locked, and you're also going to get another journal entry beside it. So first of all, we'll listen to the entry.
God help me. I found Dad today. I didn't think it was him, but... face. The zombies didn't touch him. I think he was becoming like them. Didn't know it was him until I found that old book near him. No more killing. I just need to go. Can't forget the book. All I have left of him. It's warm against the stone. I'll just rest a while.
So Jaime's turning into a ghoul, and it's clearly something to do with the book that he found on his father's person. His father also turned into a ghoul. Since it doesn't happen that quickly, it must be the cause of this book. What is the book? We're going to find that out. So you're going to break into this terminal and you're going to get a lot of entries for a new type of software. It's diction software. It isn't what it sounds like. It's software that translates speech into text, which was actually quite progressive for the technology for computers that they had available around this time. So the entries go from 2077 to almost 70 years later. So the first entry is just saying about, here's the software, look at it, how good it is. It's just something to the staff, okay? So obviously parts of it are unintelligible because, well, it's early software. Even software today sometimes makes mistakes, so that's not surprising. So blah blah blah. And the next one is weird sounds, unintelligible ones, and then a warning saying that low frequency sound should not be used with the software. So there's a low frequency sound, but it is present, it's not a person making it. Then it happens again. So you're starting to think something's in here and something's making a sound, and the software is able to pick it up, but the people can't. Then the entries go 70 years forward. So we can assume this is Jaime's father. So paper crumpling is probably the book, and unintelligible is probably him talking about killing the ghouls, but clean, 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 clean. He's going a bit insane at this point. So the next entry is even more insane. Okay, so his skin, barely any of it's left. Then it says Ug-Qualtoth. Ug-Qualtoth. Okay, a very Lovecraftian sounding name. It's purposeful. Something is called that. Now, he's able to actually function even though he is a ghoul at this point. Then Ug-Qualtoth. Ug-Qualtoth. At this point, he's probably went insane and the memory capacity for the computer was reached, but there probably was more because he's talking about flesh being sheared off, he's talking about turning, twisting. He is insane. So, after this, you're going to progress up these stairs. When you reach the top, you're going to find another room. Now, this room is actually sort of a jumping puzzle, sort of not. So this is a little secret in here. If you jump across these platforms, you will then come to this door. Now, this door is important. There's radiation in here, and when you unlock it and you go in, things get knocked about, like there's a presence in here. Or it could just be Follick's dodgy physics, I'm not sure. But there's ammo, there's a body, there's stim packs, there's a Chinese assault rifle. So then you access the terminal, and it's actually a data entry from who we can assume to be Jaime's father. Now, the point of this data entry is that it outlines Bill, the individual we've seen in the lobby. Okay, this was the individual who's going to come and bring some supplies for who we can assume to be Jaime's father, dead. But at this point, we weren't actually able to save him. So he's died, and that's all we find of him. Just that terminal entry. So in this room, after you've dispatched these ghouls, you can progress either the right or the left. The right's just a toilet, so we're not going to go there. So after you progress through these stairs, you then come to this door. The Virulent Underchambers. So here we're going to find the last journal entry from Jaime on this desk. And I'm going to play it for you.
Sharp knife. Sharp knife to send him to Deep Temple. Flay and say my words. Abdul comes again on the feast of the weaker. Feast for the Deep Temple. Born again. Here. Al-Hazared. Yet. Yet.
So as you can see, he's gone quite insane. And, well, yeah, he's gone quite insane. He succumbed to whatever influence was possessing him, and the effect that becoming a ghoul has in your mind, even though many ghouls are quite sane. So then you're going to cut to the bottom, and you're going to be going through this chamber here. You'll come to here, and then if you go through these stairs to the right, you'll come to this chamber. This area has this. The Vault Boy melee weapon bobblehead. Also, in this room, if you go down again, it will take you deeper into here. The chambers. Can you hear that? Okay, that whispering? Yeah. That, we can assume that's Ug-Qualtoth or Ug-Qualtoth or however you decide to pronounce it. As you progress further down, you're going to come across this. A gathering of ghouls around a monolith, and Jaime, still alive and sort of well, and clearly completely under the influence, not of alcohol, of that creature. So after you've killed all them, you can progress down and take a good long look around the room. You're going to see skeletons, presumably maybe types of sacrifices, but I don't know if they were ghouls or people. You can also get a finger from him. So this chamber was here before. Okay, it had to be here before the Dunwich Building. Whether they knew it when they built it, because there's metal pillars around the place, we just don't know. But I would guess that would be the case. Someone knew this was here. A pillar with a person coming out of it. Tendrils going deep into the earth. A pedestal for what? And skulls. So whatever this thing is, it is not of the reality of Fallout or of the world of Fallout. Given the entries in the computers that were clearly there from before the war, this thing's been here for some time. It may not have risen up, but it's been here for a while. Also, given the fact that this book that is related to this had such an effect on people so quickly, it turns them into ghouls. To me, that suggests that maybe ghouls are more than just exposure to radiation. Maybe there are state closer to the influence of this being, whatever it is. But that's all really speculation. What we do know is that this was the Dunwich Building. Here, you get auditory hallucinations, visual hallucinations, doors closing, things appearing and disappearing. This pillar here representing some type of Lovecraftian Cthulhu-like god, a dark god. A book that will turn people into ghouls. That book, by the way, is present in the Point Lookout DLC, which I will look at later. But that's it. That is the Dunwich Building. A building of darkness, a building of corruption, a building of horror that was clearly present even before atomic fire engulfed the DC wasteland. So, that's it. That is the Dunwich Building. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please suggest any other places I could do in the comments section below. Like, favourite and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. And goodbye. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. If you haven't done so already, why don't you subscribe so you can get regular updates to all my content. If you want to, follow me on Twitter, where you can talk to me, ask me any questions you want, and also get any updates that I have on my channel. As you can see, I have linked a video above that I think you will also like that I have made. Please go watch it if you're so inclined to do so. And as always, I hope you will stick around for the next video, and goodbye.